The doctor will say, "My, we have a lot of people coming out of the woodwork here. Is this another friend of yours, Sylvain?" And Sylvain will look at Lieutenant Jenny and he'll shake his head. "Nope, no idea who this guy is. But if you're friends with him, I would suggest that you allow him to let us enjoy the rest of our evening undisturbed."
Chase will get up and he'll just say, "Nah, Kyle. Just here seeing an old friend." And he'll look at him in the eye. And he'll say, just two old friends keeping an eye on each other. And then he whispers into Sylvain's ear and he's like, "You don't want to lose your other good eye. Your only good eye."
When you say that, you do catch sight of his left hand sort of gripping a chopstick, but he doesn't do anything with that.
And Chase will walk away, go back to the table.
So in parallel, while Chase was doing his thing, Tiffany threw water in Noir's face, and then what happened?
Noir, sweetie, focus.
Molly's gonna like kind of take Tiffany's hand, like I guess Tiffany's still holding the glass, and she'll gently push her hand down and say, no, she doesn't need that right now. And Molly will actually try to grab Noir and take her outside the restaurant.
Okay, seeing this, Tiffany will follow suit. Come on, let's get some air.
Yeah, I'm not doing this. Okay, Nora's basically catatonic, but as soon as you go to grab her, you're gonna be flung across the room. Her psychic powers are going out of control, basically.
Okay, that's not good. Gets defeat.
We kick ass at a contest, and it ends with a huge battle over the Arceus plates. And now, we go to a sushi restaurant for dinner, and it ends with me and Tiffany being thrown across the room, and Ian making a scene, as always.
Seeing that, Molly's gonna keep trying her best to get Noir out of the restaurant.
Yeah.
Tiffany will join you in this, for the good it's probably going to do.
As you guys are doing that, one of the people from the restaurant, looks like it's the manager, will go up to the table for the people who are left at the table and will say, "Excuse me, but I'm afraid we're going to have to ask you all to leave. You're making our customers very nervous."
Yes, we are working on that right now. My apologies.
And he will say, "If you could please pay up front at the we'll give you your check."
Yes, as soon as we get her outside.
Could we get some to-go boxes?
"Yes," he tells you. So you can pack up all your food with you if you'd like.
For once in her life, Molly is not concerned about food.
Cassie just wanted to see if he was sympathetic.
The people in the restaurant are definitely look very uncomfortable, and some of them look disturbed, and a few of them give some dirty looks towards Noir, which you can probably determine is due to some prejudices against psychics, and some of them are like, "Well, so much for our perfect anniversary date." You can hear one of them mumble.
Yeah. Most people
ruined because of the likes of her.
Yeah.
Trust me, this night would have been ruined regardless.
Most people can probably realize she's just staring straight at the doctor guy.
Yep, we're aware. We're still trying to get you out, though.
Molly would say, "Okay, just I'll take one arm, you take the other arm. We'll try to get her out."
Yeah, let's do this. Come on, sweetie, time to go. Very gently tries to take arm.
So Noir is going to be taken out by Tiffany, and does that mean Molly is going to pay for the food?
Cassie, pay for food.
No, Molly and Tiffany, I think, are helping Noir out. So.
Yes. Cassie, pay
So
for
Cassie's
food.
got the food covered.
Kathy's
Good
got
girl.
the food cover. Kyle and the boys, Kyle and Chase will get back to the table, seeing that it's
One of us got thrown across the room.
yes, yeah. At this point, Kyle's just gonna rub his eyes in like slight frustration.
I know.
Yeah, I'm thinking we should just get back to the hotel at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened. Oh, like, getting kicked out of the sushi bar. My bad. Oh.
Not grab this time, very gently. Come on. We need to go. Cassie's taking care of the bill. We need to go.
That's him. He shouldn't be here. He shouldn't be able to be here.
Agreed. But right now you're scaring a lot of people.
He can't, like, teleport to, like, right in front of the doctor.
Well,
Did you hear
that went well.
Hark?
There can be people from my world in this world. This is disconcerting. Not only could Flavor be around, but Cam could be around, and yeah, very complicated. Although family could be around, so yeah, that's I don't know what to do with that. Like, it wouldn't be really them.
She teleported in front of the doctor. Okay.
Yeah.
When that happens, of course, the doctor is going to be a bit startled by that. He looks up, and Sylvain looks over at her, and Sylvain has a very suspicious, as if suspicious of you, Noir, look on his face. Yeah. And the doctor will say, "Good heavens, girl, you startled us."
Does he recognize her? Can she tell?
Doesn't look like he does. Doesn't look like he recognizes you at all.
You don't even know what you did.
What I did? Girl, you should start making some sense.
Okay, at this point, Tiffany is drifting over toward where Kyle is. Please tell me you have a stun gun. I don't like where this is going.
And Cassie will start toward the table.
Yeah, Kyle is again going to approach the table for a second time. For a different person. He's gonna walk over to the table. But anyway, go ahead. What do you do, Noir? How do you respond?
She kind of like narrows her eyes at him.
He'll narrow his eyes at you back.
Chase is going to
How do you?
shift between
There's
Noir and the doctor.
Okay.
And he's going to look at Noir. We need we need some fresh air. She's had a little bit too much sake. We're taking care of it. We're taking care of it.
So she's friends with you too, Sylv asks Chase.
Out of character, has Felicity told Tiffany about Sylvan?
Do you tell me? Do you think she would have?
I want her to, but it's strictly a selfish reason.
I'll say yeah then, if you believe so. Sure. Maybe she would have mentioned. I don't know if she got into any personal details.
Okay.
And would you recognize him based upon that? I don't know.
I don't think you've seen him. Well, I don't think that you've ever actually seen a picture of him. I would think that's Felicity doesn't necessarily keep photos around, at least not publicly.
Mm-hmm.
So, but she definitely.
Well, Tiffany has been to her home. The contest room.
What? Like I said, yeah.
Okay,
so,
those have been removed then.
She would not have it. She wouldn't just have it over the mantelpiece.
Okay.
She would not have Sylvain's picture on the mantelpiece, is what I'm saying.
All right.
Maybe she might have pictures way back when tucked somewhere that she might have not gotten around to tossing out. But I would say based on the description of Sylvain, you might be able to put two and two together. Sure.
Okay. Come on, Nora. Let's go. I think we should go.
Yeah, at this point, the manager is definitely insisting that you guys get
Everyone's just
out.
gathered around.
Everything in the room like starts like slowly like settle and stuff. And Nor goes, must be a case of mistaken identity. You look exactly like the person who helped kill my entire family. But oh well. And she walks out.
What a strange girl, the doctor says as she's leaving.
The doctor thing really threw me, but it's not worth it if he doesn't know why I'm hurting him. Like, he's gonna suffer. He's gonna suffer and know why he's suffering. This guy, if he doesn't even know who I am, I'm not even gonna bother with him. He can just sit far away from me. I don't need that in my life.
I feel like our group can never really catch a break. I mean, I feel like the gods are toying with us a little bit. If they are, then I just would like to know, when does it stop?
Kyle will meet the two of you as you are on your way out, and he will help escort Noir out of the establishment now that there's a whole lot of people who are whispering amongst themselves. Their dinner completely ruined by this display of drama-filled display. So you'll make your way out, which is good because by this point it does seem like there's a lot of people waiting to be seated. So
Chase will he will be the last one to leave the table with Sylvain, and like as they're drawing Noir, he just wants to say one last thing. So he'll say, you know what, weird misunderstanding. You know, we're new around here. You sort of don't belong in this city. Have yourself a good meal.
Yeah, so sorry about that. Good to see you again, Sylv.
So does Molly just pop up? And be like, all right.
As he was there, I explicitly stated she went to the table.
Oh, she did go to the table. Okay. I didn't know she went straight to the table. All right. Yes. Go ahead. You're outside of the restaurant now.
Okay, I get why you want to kill him, but can I throw a theory on the table? Maybe that's not your version of him. Maybe this is this reality's version of him.
Got that, but a complete lack of response.
Mm-hmm.
Understandable, but that was scary. Also, you threw me into a wall.
Hey, what? When did that happen?
When we tried getting you out of there.
Yeah.
Molly too.
Oh. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I
I'm gonna
like
be
threw
sore
water in your
tomorrow.
face, so even.
So we're just trying to enjoy a nice dinner, right? When we look to the corner, and who do we see but Sylv? Of all people, right? And he's sitting with the doctor, the one from Noir's past, which just messed with my head. I mean, if this is our dimension's version of him, it makes me wonder, do we have a version of Noir? Is there another Noir in this world? And if he's somehow better than he was in her, dimension, do we have like a shittier version of Noir in ours? Is that how that works? So does this mean there's another version of you somewhere?
Hope not. Are you awkward?
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Plus, doesn't that usually create time paradoxes and stuff?
That's sci-fi. I don't think that would happen.
Because you shouldn't be here, right? So
Let's just get inside, guys.
That's what Fabian kept saying. He was in a weird trance.
What?
It's probably something. Oh, well, that's a problem for another day.
Uh-huh.
Kyle will exit the restaurant at this point. I think he would have stayed behind to talk to the manager to apologize, but he'll come out at this point and he'll sigh a bit, and then he'll I guess he'll give a comforting comforting rub on Noir's shoulder and says, "You okay?" You're not okay.
She is not. She will be, though.
All right.
No, wrong guy. Just throw some more.
Maybe going back to the hotel is a good idea.
Yeah. Sorry about Sushi Night, guys. That went unexpectedly.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
No, I think we could all just use a good dream at this point.
Yeah. Drinks would be good. What's our hotel?
Agreed. And Molly will in a sideways comment to the lieutenant, she'll say, "We're just a picture of stability, aren't we?"
The lieutenant just gives you a very weird look, and he's like,
Oh, no. Starts digging through bag. Okay, the box is still intact. And how long have I been carrying these with me? Cassie, do you still want the goggles I made?
Oh, the go.
You asked me for them for a while ago. Well, okay, the thing is, they were originally supposed to be Bullet's accessory, but when I ordered them online, they sent me for humans and not Pokemon, so they were way too small for Bullet. So, I know you said you wanted a pair, so...
No, I love being an afterthought. Thank you.
Well, that didn't come as planned. I hope they're not broken. You might want to open and check.
She gladly will.
"They're not broken."
Yes. Okay. Well, and she'll pull them out and put them on around her neck. Smiling.
Actually, put them on. I want to check the band. Make sure they sit right.
Oh, sure.
Okay, a few better alterations. Not too tight, nothing pinching, nothing pulling hair.
Doesn't feel like it yet.
Okay, good. You can take them off now if you want.
All right. Thank you. That's awesome.
"They look cute on you," the lieutenant says to Cassie.
She blinks and her brow perks in surprise. She looks at the lieutenant. Thanks.
Lieutenant Jenny just called me cute. Huh.
It'll be at this point that Molly's phone is going to ring.
Oh no.
Is it the time?
Oh, please. Oh, please. Just give us some good news, and she'll look at who's calling.
Madison.
Yes.
And she'll look around at everyone, and she'll say, "Everyone, I know we've all had a long day, but Madison's calling.
Take it.
This could be important." Yeah,
Good
she'll
news?
answer. "Hello, Madison?"
"Molly, it's Madison. I've got some great news.
We could use some.
The mission was a total success. Your Pokemon managed to find my Timmy."
Okay, 1 second.
And-
Character, is this on speaker or just... Well,
It is on speaker, yeah.
Okay. Oops. 'Cause I just realized I'm answering it. I probably shouldn't.
Sigh of relief.
Oh, thank Arceus. Good news.
"We're getting them back just as we speak, but it sounds like Tim is a little worse for wear, but he's just fine. And they found him in the weirdest place, apparently. Some sort of village with a bunch of glitchy Pokemon?" "Oh yeah, I didn't know. I understand it myself either. Ugh, if only we could actually see what the Pokemon saw. That would have been really interesting. But yes, I just wanted to say thank you so much for helping my Timmy and being willing to be able to rescue him. You have no idea how much this means to me."
Well, thank the Pokemon, not us.
Yeah, how are
Oh, absolutely.
how are all the Pokemon? Are they all okay?
Like I said, we're getting them back right now, but as soon as they're back, I'm gonna make sure that they get well fed. I'll find some way to make it up to them. There might be a really interesting pizza place. Do any of your Pokemon like pizza?
Lux will eat
I'm
anything,
sure Bullet
so...
will like anything you give him.
Perfect. She says, "I think I know just the place. They might even have some gluten-free, which is really important for me." How are
thanks.
things going on your end? It must be really exciting as well over in the big city.
Exciting is one word for it, yes.
If only I was there. I've always dreamed about checking out the nightlife there. Oh, Molly, we should go there sometime. Maybe we go clubbing.
Sure. I'll tell you all about it when.
We can bring Dr. Pearl with us if you'd like.
Yes, you could bring the doctor.
Molly turns beet red. She's like, Madison, I told you not to mention Dr. Pearl when other people were listening.
Oh, we knew, sweetie. Come on.
Really
Oh, I'm
obvious.
sorry, she says. I just got a little bit ahead of myself. Forget I said anything.
And Molly is blushing pretty deeply, and then she says, "Okay, well, thanks for the update, Madison. It's very good to hear that everyone got out all right."
I
And,
haven't heard you
yeah.
say anything about ice cream, Molly.
Well,
It has been secured.
Our freezers are packed with ice cream. You're going to be thrilled with it.
Oh, lovely, she says as he squeals. I can't wait to try it. Well, I'm very envious of you. You'll have to tell me all about it when you get back.
Of course, I'll tell you all about everything that's happened, okay? And like out of character when Molly says that, she's kind of, you know. Oh, that'll be fun.
Success for Team Pokemon. Yeah. Yeah. Remy and Alice did well. They saved the day. Routine's coming back. They're going great. They're going to have pizza. It sounds like it went off without a hitch, so one less thing to worry about.
All right, well, I think we're going to have to go out and celebrate and then maybe get some shut-eye. I've been up for a very long time, but for good reason, so.
Well, tell Fern I said hi, all right?
Yeah, same with you.
I'll send them your love.
Thanks.
Sorry.
All right, bye-bye now.
Bye then.
Go
and
team.
She'll hang up the phone.
And then
Yeah,
she
go
hangs up.
team, and she hangs up.
She gets really excited, doesn't she? Lieutenant Jenny says.
Well, for good reason.
Yeah.
Glad to hear that she was able to get her Pokemon back.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear we all will be.
Was there ever any doubt?
There was some doubt.
Oh, you should have more faith in Fern.
It's computer. Like, what could happen in a computer? Like, it's gonna be dangerous.
Well, they said they found a city, so. And then glitch Pokemon, which I don't think I've heard of.
That's all sounds very strange, but I'm sure they're all fine. I'm sure they're all perfectly fine.
Actually, speaking of, if this is going to become a thing for our little group of Pokemon, how does everyone feel about me making armor for them?
Now, when you say armor, what are you envisioning here?
Should we move away from the sushi place? Just
Yes, I assumed we had moved a little bit away.
Walking towards the hotel. Yeah.
okay.
I'm looking at Shay because I'm envisioning armor digivolving. That's just me.
Yeah.
Catamon, I'm Lord Digivolve too.
Armor Pikachu.
Armored Mimikyu, yes.
Armo maybe.
It's going to depend on what kind of fabrics I can find. I think Crafty Fashionista should be around here. It's pretty much everything I should need. Yeah,
Well,
I
if
think I
it'll
could
do them
this.
good, I'd be happy to contribute.
Yeah, I'll see what I can come up with. Which I should actually go now, since I don't know how late they stay open. Pulls out phone, starts doing maps. Okay, it's that way.
You know, I'm sure we'd have time in the morning.
This takes time, darling. You're very sweet. oh, dear sweet Cassie. I get you're in your 20s, and you just need a little mascara and some lip gloss and some blush, and you're fine. Actually, I'm pretty sure you don't even do that, but you have your whole ultra smart, cute nerd girl thing going for you, so good for you. I, however, am not in my 20s anymore, and yeah, these These are just the brushes I brought with me for travel. My apologies, they're dirty. I did use them before we went out. I just didn't have time to clean them. Anyway. Yeah, as you see, I have many. I know how to wield them expertly. It takes time, all I'm saying. Should I teach you to girl, Cassie? Is there any nice way to say, I want to teach you to be a lady? Not saying that makeup makes a lady, but, presentation does count. To a point. Just saying.
All right, well, we'll see you back in the hotel then.
Yep.
Molly will pull out her wallet and
We'll just do
ask
it when I get
Tiffany.
home.
So she'll ask Tiffany, just how much do you think it'll cost us? Because I'll pay extra for you to make it really good.
Oh. I actually won't know until I find fabrics. Also, if you guys can text me any ideas for what you think they'd like outfit-wise. Well, Lux is pretty simple. He pretty much wants the same thing over and over again. I pretty much know for U's body type.
Remy likes edgelordy stuff.
Okay.
Oh, if it's
But no
flashy,
colors.
I'm sure Bullet will love it.
All right. I think I have some ideas.
Usually I'm very cheap and I like my deals and I like saving money, but no, I'm willing to pay a lot to make sure that Bullet is okay. With everything that's going on, dead bodies and half Pokemon, half human freaks running around, I'm starting to wonder if maybe we're in over our heads in this. But no matter what, I want to make sure that Bullet is okay. And I'll pay whatever it takes to make sure that happens.
Okay.
Though, Tiffany, would you mind actually me tagging along?
Oh, sure. Come on.
Cool.
Probably safer if I don't go by myself.
I didn't want to say anything out loud, but
I know. You know Felicity, probably in a way I don't, and probably a little better. Was that her ex?
That was her ex.
Okay. I don't like him.
well, he called me pretty.
Well, clearly he has at least one good eye.
When did he call you pretty? You weren't at the table?
Yes,
Did
that
not-
that is a good point. When, young lady? Crosses arms, looks her up and down.
Hey, if no one bothers to listen to me, it's not my fault. I told you
Sweetie,
guys.
we're listening
saw-
now.
I saw him out on the beach, remember?
No, because I'm pretty sure you didn't tell me.
I'm
But,
pretty sure I did.
uh-huh, yeah, I know that game, sweetie. It doesn't work on me.
Did no one hear it?
Apparently not.
Right.
When
Not
did
my
you
fault.
go out on the beach?
Tell people I'm going somewhere. No one listens anyway.
When'd you go to the beach?
And did you bring a suit? Because hopefully you're not swimming in your street clothes.
I wasn't swimming, period.
Ah,
It's
okay.
just
Gotcha.
nice to walk along the sand. Anyway, I went just shortly after we got here.
Oh, that's where you disappeared off to.
Surprise.
I didn't mention where you were going.
Yeah,
Like, I
sweetie,
fucking
don't do
mentioned
that
it at some
again.
point, but you just didn't.
All right. Sorry, Mom.
Loops
What do you mean?
around Cassie's neck into a headlock. That's right. If I'm going to be Team Mom, you are going to listen to me. Releases her.
And he approached you there alone?
Yeah, see the whole we should not be by ourselves thing?
Wait, me alone or him alone? Because he had his friggin' huge Pangoro with him.
Of course he has a big Pokemon.
He has a Pangoro.
He was in the brother ward. And I saw him receive that Pangoro as a Pancham.
Did you actually know
He
him?
got it from the same program that I got Bullet from. And no, I never actually officially met him. He and everyone from the brother ward, they were off in a different area. But I did see him from across the way. That's how I recognized him.
Well,
And Madison did tell you to stay away from him.
maybe the program worked. It's all about rehabilitation, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that guy looks very cuddly.
Like a 7-foot panda. Yeah, he's been out for 3 months. I went and validated that with Kyle. So in the
Does
last 3
Felicity know?
months,
Oh, that's
I-
the gentleman you were referring to, Lieutenant Jenny.
that's I wouldn't call him a gentleman, but that's the man. And I haven't had a chance to tell Felicity yet that her ex-husband is on the street.
Okay.
I'm guessing he's not the best type of ex-husband.
She did not seem fond of him, but she hasn't told me much.
There's an X for a reason.
He's not a gentleman.
I'm assuming she has a restraining order against him, yes, regardless of whether or not he is or is not incarcerated.
I would hope so. I would hope those charges were added on to the ones that I got him in for.
What?
Yeah, what charges exactly?
Yeah.
Embezzlement.
What?
He was into. He was a big seller of black market of drugs. On top of just being a domestic asshole.
Well, maybe that's why I was talking to the good doctor.
I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't walk away on that, though. He's right. At the end of the day, second chances.
Yeah.
You seem to know that doctor, he says, looking at Noir. What do you know about him?
Guys, do we want to talk about all this later?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really want to hit that crafting store before it closes, and I don't know how late they're open till. Also, probably
might
not
be.
a conversation for the street. You
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
You know where it would be great to have this conversation? In the
our
dream
hotel
world.
room.
Let's sleep on it.
See you in the dream world.
Lieutenant looks a little confused by that comment.
When we were in Kona, we went to Dreamworld. We could all communicate there. Now we go there every night when we go to sleep.
Oh, I guess if it's just out on the table.
Welcome to
Oh,
the team.
okay. We're
Yeah,
talking
that's
about this publicly now. Okay, good to know.
Well, who cares? Yeah, I told Kyle that the Dreamworld kind of just came out. It's been a long day. Come on, give me a break. After that, like, ugh. I didn't really feel like dancing around the topic of Dreamworld. Like, it's like, oh, how do you know this? I can't tell you. Like, no, I'm not doing that. Way too much effort right now. And more focusing on, not, flinging people across the room, because apparently I did that. So, yeah. Oh, well, he knows now, so maybe this is a good thing. Maybe this will avoid future trouble. Hopefully.
Is this by invite only?
Girls only, sorry.
Which
I
explains
don't know how it
Kate on
works.
some level, right?
Wait, what?
Exactly, Charlie. Pats his arm.
Yeah, Lieutenant looks confused by that too.
You're welcome to try to get in there. There's a door just for you, by the way.
A door?
Dude, it sounds really intimidating when you say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just so weird when we say it, but when you say it, it's like dun dun dun.
So, how does one get into this dream world?
You fall
We're
asleep.
talking about Chryselia's dream world?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Chryselia's and Darkrai, supposedly.
That too.
It's up in the air.
Yeah. That's how we knew about the Alpha and Omega symbol. That's where we saw it.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Things are starting to make more sense and not sense at the same time.
Yeah, it sounds about par for course for us.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll continue this conversation later then.
All right.
All right.
Tiffany,
All right.
shall we?
Yes, let us forward to crafting. That thing I am good at.
And off everyone splits.
She was going to call Felicity to check on Fabian.
All
To
right.
see how it's going. Like, just
You'll
make sure
call.
it's okay.
You'll call Fabian. He'll answer the phone. Actually, it'll probably be Felicity who'll answer the phone, because Felicity's looking at him after him, right?
Yeah.
Hello.
This is Noah St. Clair. Just checking in to see how things are going with Fabian. Is everything
Oh,
okay?
Noir. Hey, baby, she says. I hope you're having fun out there. We are having a great time over here. We're just watching some movies before the kids go to bed.
Oh, great. Is he enjoying himself?
Fabian seems to be fine. He's a little bit of a picky eater though, but I eventually
Yeah.
was able to find him a little something that he wanted to munch on. But
That's good.
he's fine. You know, he gave a little bit of a struggle over dinner time, but I mean, no more than what I normally was used to when my kids were a lot younger. So nothing I couldn't handle.
That's good. Thank you so much for this. Just let Fabian know I'll be there to pick him up tomorrow. And
Do you want to talk to him?
oh,
Although
yeah, sure.
he looks a little distracted by the movie, but if you want me to pull him out of it,
Oh no, let him enjoy it. Just let him know I love him, and I'll see him soon.
I will indeed. Well, I hope you have a wonderful trip back home.
I'm sure it'll be a smooth trip back home. Really looking forward to it.
Well, you go ahead and tell Tiffany and Chase I said hello.
I will. Okay.
All right.
Take care.
Well, have a good night, sweetie.
Okay.
And then she'll hang up.
Good, I didn't have to slap the phone out of your hand. Good.
And Walter also will probably not go to sleep tonight.
Yes, join me. We're in the
No
same
way.
room, actually. Cool.
Yeah. So,
Okay. So when you guys are getting ready for bed, Chase, Kyle is actually going to take out his Pokeball. His Dawn fan will emerge, and he will take a bag that he had in his suitcase and offer the Dawn fan some puffins, which the Dawn fan eats hungrily, and he's just stroking his back, his rough back there, and he says, "There, boy, good boy." He says, "It's good to see that you're safe and sound." As he's stroking his back.
So Chase will approach and reach out his hand to the Dawn fan to see if he can pet it, see if if it moves away.
Yeah, the Dawn fan will look at you curiously, but he won't back away. He'll let you if you want.
So yeah, he'll sit on his side of the bed and then pet the Dawn fan, and he'll look up at Kyle and say, "So when did you get him?"
He said a few years ago. Rescued him, actually, from a Team Rocket base. To be quite honest, actually, it wasn't really a base. It was sort of a pet shop, supposedly a front as a pet shop. Gotta say, this was one of the shutting that place down. Actually, was one of the main things that got me promoted. To be perfectly honest, but to be fair, the people who were running that place, the Team Rocket members who were running the place, they were honestly not particularly difficult to handle. One was this long-haired guy with bluish hair, and this girl with really long red hair and a mouth. It was pretty easy to bust them, actually. Anyway, one of the Pokemon that they had there as well in their possession was this Phanpy. Sniffles, I think, is its name. It evolved, as you can see, since then, and he's been my partner ever since.
And where did all the rest of the pets go? Did they find homes as well?
We were able to get most of them some nice homes. Yes.
Is he a good boy?
He's a very good boy. Unfortunately, some of the Pokemon that they possessed were a little too violent to be placed in a nice home. A lot of people didn't really want them. They acted up a little bit too much, which I guess is understandable considering I can imagine what the conditions at Team Rocket would be like.
Any wild Pokemon in the bunch that had to get deported beyond the wall?
There were a few legal ones that we had to send back, yes.
So on the topic of illegal Pokemon, you saw the vision at the orphanage in the basement.
I did indeed.
So you and I both knew of a Mimikyu when we were children.
We apparently did. I unfortunately don't remember it. But if we were to believe the vision, then yes, it seems like that was the case.
And it was freed. And how does one go about not getting arrested for harboring an illegal Pokemon?
That's a tougher question to answer. Well, it's possible that if you report such a thing willingly, that you would have to pay a fine instead of serving time in jail.
So in theory, I can go on not reporting anything and pay nothing and not serve any time in jail.
Are you asking me as the lieutenant, or are you asking me as Kyle?
I'm going to ask you as Jet Black.
Well, I don't know who Jet Black was. He didn't seem like a very nice person back in the day.
He was a better person than I was.
He doesn't really respond to that. He looks down at the Dawn fan again, and he gives the Dawn fan another poffin, and continues stroking his head again. Well, hypothetically, if one was harboring a Pokemon and they did not report it, then yes, they could indefinitely keep said Pokemon in their possession as long as they don't get caught. But I would assume that once they eventually did get caught, that the punishment would be a lot more dire than if they were open about it firsthand.
The Pokemon in my possession is not a Duskull. It's the same Mimikyu.
Bro, what are you doing? Since when do we trust the Jennies? No, this is why I don't let you go off by yourself. Often.
I'm telling you as Kyle and not as a lieutenant.
Honestly, I'm glad you told me when I was not in uniform.
I'm not one to hold secrets when it comes to things like this, or I'm not afraid of any rebuttals. But I feel like if you're getting pulled into this group, it's better you know, because I don't want you getting in trouble for this. I want you to be able to cut yourself loose. But I am telling you because if there's an opportunity for me to keep Lux at my side and be responsible for his actions, I want those opportunities.
I get your intentions. I do. But I am ultimately a very selfish little creature, and I'm not gonna let go of my family, meaning you. Because stupidly I love you for some reason. Meh. Probably because we're both damaged in the same ways, but I don't know. I mean, wouldn't I remember you as a kid? I mean, I don't... Of course I'll always keep an eye on you and keep you safe. That goes without saying. But I haven't always been a good Pokemon, and you don't know that, and I don't want that to blow up in your face. Damn it. I need to track down Inky. I need to learn to be smarter, to be better. You don't need me blowing up on your face because I'm stupid. And I don't want to lose my family. I don't want to lose you. I don't And I don't really know if those guys are really family or not, but they're the first outside influences we've had in a long time that I'm okay with. That I could see them sticking around and being part of whatever this is we're doing. Yeah. Love you too, brother.
How long have you had him?
6 years. Maybe 8.
That's a long
Time blurs in my teens.
That's a long time. And I'm hoping there hasn't been any incidents with him.
I keep him out of sight, and he's very good at keeping himself out of sight. We try not to draw attention to each other. The only near incident might have been the one involving that man. But even in that case, I did ask Lux to stay back because I knew that I was going to get caught, and I did. And it worked out in everyone's favor. We arrested a man that needed to be off the streets.
Knowing the kind of trouble you could get into if you were caught, why do you keep him?
Because he's my brother.
He keeps you safe?
He keeps me safe, I keep him safe. We don't exist as two.
And you keep everyone else safe from him?
So far, so good. I hope that we both keep a lot of people safe from each other. I'm looking for a pardon, Lieutenant. I'm looking for a way to officialize him. If there's a way for me to sign up as any sort of agent for the police force, I'll do it.
Well, as a civilian, off the record, I would say that a Pokemon like a Mimikyu, I would trust more in the possession of someone like yourself who understands it, who knows it, who is close to it. I would trust that more than having it out in the wild on its own, by its own devices. As a lieutenant, I would say that arrangements could possibly be made to legalize said Pokemon in order for us to continue with our investigations with whoever this Team Omni is and what they're about. We'd have to find a very good lawyer.
I think I might know someone who knows someone.
Why am I not surprised?
I appreciate you listening and not playing cop. I know I push the boundaries, and I've done so around you. It's something I keep doing with people. Same thing when I touched that knife. That was evidence. Same thing I give. When I gave false names when looking into Sylvain, I did look at you first. I wanted you to know that I was doing it. And that's how I measure people and their character. And that's how I knew that you weren't the guy I remembered. And as we've learned, I don't think either of us are the boys we remember. We've started new lives. We're different people. And if I was searching for truth before, I found it. I found enough of it in any case. But going forward, I think I'm searching for meaning. And I would like you to be close by when we figure this out, because I don't want this to be just me. We all have something to learn from each other.
I appreciate that. And I appreciate you telling me. I'm sure that wasn't very easy. I take my job very seriously. I tend to try to go by both the book as I can, but when I'm not in that uniform, I can be myself more, I guess. Don't get me wrong. Being an officer is something I'm very proud of and a part of myself that I would never trade for anything, but sometimes it's nice to take a step back a little bit from that.
Yeah, I think sometimes we all get caught up in the people we pretend to be just to get through life. I don't think you're a cop first, Jenny. You're a person at the end of the day, and we shouldn't be defined by our roles.
And for what it's worth, I think with all of the craziness and coincidences that's been happening, I think that all of us have a role to play. And I think that where we're at right now is where we're supposed to be. I think we all belong here.
We all belong here. And I mean, feel free to hang out anytime, and we can be around each other. Just don't be quiet, huh? We can speak.
Thank you, Chase. Ian. Whatever.
Ian. Call me Ian.
Call me Kyle. Or Jet Black on occasion.
Only when I'm angry and sipped up. You got your warning.
Good to know. And at that, the Don fan looks up at you, and he takes his snout, and he's like searching your pockets as if looking to see if you have any more food in your pockets. Sniffles, I don't think he has anything left in there. Those pants are so tight, he probably couldn't fit a piece of paper in his pocket.
You could see the whole shape of something that was in my pockets.
I think it's time to turn in for the night. Way over here, he says, pointing at the bed way over there.
See you in the morning. Maybe I'll see you in the dream world.
I am curious about that, he says, as he starts to turn in.
Chase and Kyle have a interesting dynamic going. Like, with the visions of them as the kids back in the past and like how they're interacting now. I think they're gonna be good for each other. Like, Chase is unconventional, but sometimes you need unconventional. And Lieutenant Kyle, Jenny, well, Chase really needs impulse control. So if the lieutenant can do that, that's amazing.
All right. For those of you who are falling asleep, you're going to fall asleep.
After doing our fun fabric crafting run,
So we'll put this
Tiffany
on.
would have went to the Cafe Sonata because she wanted to go there again.
Sure. Beautiful music. Right now is blues night. So
I don't know if Cassie would have come with her.
You've got somebody playing the piano. You've got a lounge singer dressed to the nines. Nothing trashy, but, she's dressed to the nines, and, she's doing the little thing where she's sitting on the piano, with a microphone, and she's singing her heart out, and she sounds really good. People are, going woo and applauding, throwing tips in their tip jar, or their suit. There's probably like a guitar case or some other case that people are throwing stuff in.
And yeah, so as not to have Tiffany alone, yeah, Cassie would still be with her at this point.
Okay.
But she would have insisted on the way there that they did have to get back to the hotel at some point.
Well, you're no fun.
I'm a lot of fun.
No, you're not. I am trying to get you to stay out all night in one of the biggest, best cities in the world. and you
Yeah.
want to go home and sleep.
Remember
on.
everything that
I
happened?
remember
We
when
kind of
I
need to
was in
talk.
my 20s. Sleep was for the weak. What? Sorry, what about Chase?
I didn't say anything about Chase. You
Uh,
said something about Chase?
no, just sounded like you did. Digs through purse, takes out sketchpad. Anyway, I want inspiration for crafting. Start sketching. When do you think something like that for Fern? Or do you think I should actually wait till we can get back and I can actually talk to the Pokemon?
Well, I mean, it worked out perfectly fine last time when you had no communication with them, right?
Well, I had some, and I still remember nearly being set on fire by Remy.
Oh,
Yes, I am still bitter
that's that
about
one.
that.
I'm just saying that I trust you.
I know, but at the end of the day, they're the ones that have to wear it.
True.
She
Well,
seemed to like
anything-
the dress I made.
Anything cute I can imagine she'd enjoy.
All right. It's weird to think if Mom had it her way, I would have went to college here. Then I said, I want to do hair. And I did.
And to think I still have my whole future ahead of me.
Oh, God, can you stop being a fetus for 5 minutes?
Hey, you're the one that's going to point out the fact I'm still young.
I would kick you under the table, but I'm more mature than that.
You just don't want to lose to a game of footsies. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, it all depends on who I'm playing with, and you're not really my type, no offense.
No, I feel like you're more for a guy in uniform, aren't you?
If Noir or Molly has said anything, I will kill them.
Ooh, is there something to have been said?
No?
Mm-hmm.
Kyle, towel, make your own visualization.
You saw Kyle in a towel. I think I'm
know.
gonna need more context for this.
We were going for ice cream. I knocked to see what flavor he wanted, or if he even wanted ice cream, and I'm out in towel. Good times.
Oh.
Totally made this trip worth it. You know, besides the, corpses, and we kind of failed.
So, aside from all the corpses and stuff, let's go back to the other body. Details?
Very nice.
Oh. I love your exquisite use of language.
Yeah, I already have a question mark next to if I'm going to end up fighting Noir for him, so I'd rather not add to that pile.
I didn't realize that she was interested.
I don't know if she is or not. Continues sketching. Flips over to next page, draws Ooh silhouette, starts sketching for Ooh.
And will there be anything else noteworthy going on in the cafe? At this point?
Not on my end. Not on my end.
Okay,
Okay, so no familiar faces or anything.
so
Not this. No, I'm not gonna ask you to roll a perception for that.
Okay.
No.
I
Well-
just think it's
Tiffany's focused on something else. Shoo.
Mom, what are you doing here?
Oh, I want to meet your mom.
Oh my God, my mom's the lounge singer.
That would be cool. Let's go say hi.
That'd be cool, but no, it's not. It's not.
Actually,
She's just trying to get some extra money.
Yeah, really, it's just a job.
It's just
Come
a
on.
extra money after all that I do.
Your dad did expeditions, right? She is now back focused on Pad, but still got to carry on conversation.
Yeah, that was a pretty big part of his work.
Did he ever go to Hoenn? More specifically, the Scudopolis ruins?
Yes. I'm seeing from Mark.
Harkius, you're back! Sorry, in character.
Yeah, Hoenn for sure, and definitely rings a bell, so I think so.
Okay, my mom actually very specifically mentioned it in the yearbook that was on the table.
But your mom knew my dad?
No, well, again, the yearbook was to Wade. So if we're still looking for plausible connections, because I really want a connection other than my mom maybe had been tied up with the splicers, because I really don't want her to be. I want to have some illusions that my mom was still this perfect, awesome person.
That's fair. You know, I actually thought I saw her at the orphanage.
Yeah, she was there. Hence my outburst of needing to know whose names were on the computer for the staff that was spliced. Not that I have not been frazzled and snapping at everyone since I met y'all, but
I thought that was just you.
oh, thank you. You do make this old crone feel wonderful.
You know, you're welcome. I enjoy our time together.
You're a sweet girl. Pats her cheek. Goes back to sketching.
So, they just mentioned ruins?
And that's all it said.
Nothing about
Just
the
that they were
purpose,
going to
or-
an expedition there. And if Wade was a collector, it would make sense. I'm a little confused. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure I know why my mom would be there. According to looking at context of the note, as the girlfriend at that time. And that's a creepy thought I don't want to think about.
If you're curious about connections, I could ask my mom if she recognizes any of those names.
Yeah, probably a good idea. At the time, she would have been Clove, Klove.
I mean, I know my mom will know your mom, but mostly from TV.
Yeah, true. Well, again, this would have been a number of years ago. She would have been in college at the time. Where did you go to school at? I'm curious. I haven't really had a chance to talk just without craziness.
What, a university?
You're like the
haven't
smartest person in our group, I just assumed.
No, I went right into the workforce.
Hmm. Okay. Well, now I feel bad. I had the opportunity to go to an Ivy Zor League school, and I said no. I want to do hair.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No,
I just
there's not,
ended
and
up
I love
doing
my
a-
job.
I ended up doing a ton of self-study, so
Well, obviously, you're the smartest girl in the room.
thank you.
Such a good girl. Pinches her cheek again.
All right, that's good. No, but I mean, I'm still kind of interested in looking. I just figured there's no rush at this point, I was kind of in the process of picking up the pieces again.
Yeah, that's understandable. So, how's the lab work going?
Actually, it's going great. It's awesome being there, surrounded by so many other. All right, I was gonna say something really nerdy. So many good people.
Say something nerdy. Come on, I want to hear it.
No, but
What,
it's
you
just-
afraid I
it's
can't
just-
keep
nerdy
up?
to me, Cassie. Speak.
Exactly. This is the night of all the ships.
I just mean it's cool seeing so many like-minded people who can hold a conversation, about certain topics, working together in one room, and all of the different projects that are being worked on too. It's incredible.
Such as?
Well, she'll hold up her wrist. We got this
fancy
right here.
toy. Picks up
That's
wrist,
right.
picks it over.
I like to call it the EvDev. Basically, how it's supposed to work is it can evolve a Pokemon temporarily.
Interesting. I was
Yeah.
always curious what it would look like evolved.
I mean, if you want to try it sometime, we can.
Now, I would 100% want to ask you first. Let's go of your wrist gingerly. Again, it feels really an intimate thing for the Pokemon when it evolves or not.
Speaking of, when did you get you?
No. Oh gosh, it's almost been 3 years now. Wow. He's almost gonna be 3 soon. I was walking home from work at the salon and there was an egg on the sidewalk that I thought someone had cracked and left to bleed out. I didn't think it fair that something should be killed that young, so scooped it up, ran for the nearest Poke Center. Got there, the Joy came and took it and said, it's probably fine, it's probably just hatching. Which actually had not crossed my mind at that point.
Still just a sidewalk just sitting out there?
I know, it's so weird.
Not in front of like an adoption agency or a single mother's house.
Well, I don't know if any of the mothers were single on that street, but
Huh.
if you're a single Grimer mother, I didn't see one, and, happy friendly trails everywhere.
Well, definitely interesting.
Yeah,
Nice turn of fate, I'd say. Ended up with a wonderful trainer, so.
I debate that with him, but I'm
Well,
not trying to kill him. I'm not trying to get someone else to adopt him anymore. Progress.
he was clearly attached to you.
Yeah.
That didn't seem too positive a response like I was expecting.
Like I said in the beginning, I wasn't supposed to keep him. He keeping him for a few months, and because the journalist was there. I actually don't know. Have you met Keith? Carmel. He works for the Alameda Times. It might sound familiar, the name. You don't own me as you read.
I'm sure I've seen him, but
Okay.
I don't think we've ever really spoken.
Well, I kind of sort of know him, but not really. So he was there covering a news story when I came in with the egg, and he asked if I was going to keep him, and it's like, maybe. And then the nurse came back with, it's a fiber, and, well, that's a breed. Interesting, yeah. And then the question of, well, are you going to keep him? And I need the media to like me as a consultant.
So you were just saving face.
Yep. I'm a fake. Who knew?
But by this point, I'm sure you don't regret it.
Oh, absolutely not. Like, okay, here's the thing. At one point, I did find a family that looked really good on paper. Because there were a lot of people that, when the ad went up for Shiny Grimer, that turned up at my door and, no, I wouldn't give you a coal. Go away. But this family looked really nice. Married couple, kid around 7 or 8. They've had a muck. Well, they had a Grimer that evolved into a muck in the past, so they knew what to deal with. They actually gave me a lot of tips of, okay, this is how you properly feed them so they can be indoors without having to resort to sewage and sludge and all those things that make them smell awful usually.
Right. No, they're not the easiest Pokemon to deal with, all those worms.
No.
I'll admit, I'm not sure if I should tell Tiffany. By this point, I'm feeling like you is the one that, Aspen described. The one that was created, the one that he smuggled out, but what information, what good would that do her? It could make things worse for all I know. So, do I just keep it to myself? Is that all it is in the end? Just useless information? Just more stuff for me to know and no one else to care about? Yeah, it might be that way. Woo!
But again, the kid got along with you great, and there was this moment after they left. I just had this moment of, yes, I got my apartment back, finally. I could get my nice furniture out of storage, and all the plastic that's over all my furniture will get to go away, and I can start wearing my nice clothes again because I miss cashmere. And then I sat on the couch, and you came over, he got up in my lap, and I just looked at him, and I was going to miss him being in my lap. I was going to miss those big eyes looking up at me. And I couldn't do it. So I had to call the family and go, I'm sorry, I think I'm keeping him. And they were crestfallen, but they understood.
Yeah. No, the Pokemon, they grow on you.
Yeah. How about your Fern?
Believe it or not, as cute as she is, I didn't want her at first either.
No, that's sad. Or, well, I don't know. Reasons.
I didn't really want any
Glass
Pokemon, you know?
houses. Why
And then
not?
the fact of how she came into my life,
Go on.
a bit
Stop
of a bitter
sketching.
taste. It's not really
Go on.
something I want to talk about in public, I'm sure you understand.
True.
But, she and I, we went through some things, and, in the end,
she
she ended
seems
up
to
coming
adore
with
you.
me. Oh, yeah. No, that's probably the main reason I couldn't have given her up in the first place, as annoying as it was back then. As much as I tried to brush her aside, she just kept hopping up, rubbing against me or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's that part of you that wants to stay mad, but also can't deny that it's adorable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My poor ceiling. It was white.
I can only imagine.
It is now white with purple stripes everywhere and blotches. Varying shades. I've tried painting over it. It doesn't work. Or else it just goes back up and redoes the patterns. I wonder if they actually look like something to him when he's up there. Because he likes being upside down. I get it, because, Grimer, they can. I just don't get why he likes it as much as he does.
Maybe you
Which,
should ask.
actually, you have a friend that could do that now. Yes, plans.
Sorry, what?
Your friend?
I could totally help. I could absolutely do that.
I thought your friend Nevi was the translator.
I mean, she has a little bit more experience, but I just...
Okay, if you want to
Got it.
try,
Mhm.
that's fine. I'm sure we can all go hang out.
All
No, I
right.
don't think I've met Noir's brother Fabian yet. There's a lot of people I haven't met yet.
He's a sweet kid.
Oh, that's
Yeah, a little strange, but
Yeah.
yeah. Same deal. He grows on you.
a lot of that going around. Now, I am getting one more coffee, and then I think I have sketched as much as I can without actually having a Pokemon to ask what they think about my sketches. Unless you want to keep listening?
Well, you're not getting too caffeinated, right? You remember we have a Dream World date.
Was it just me, or did Cassie seem a little afraid when I said I wasn't sure if I was going to sleep or not? And she seemed to think it's something to do with Chase. That was weird, wasn't it? No. She's a sweet kid. I really need to stop thinking her that way. She's a very intelligent young woman, and I'm happy I got to meet her before she became super famous and important, you know? We'll see.
All right.
Espresso, all the caffeine possible, please.
Yeah, Noir's, if I remember correctly, the hotel had the piano.
Yes.
Yeah. Basically, she's just going to, like, say, hey, do you mind if I just use the piano? It's like, really late.
Yeah. The guests are welcome to use the piano if they'd like. Yes.
Okay, that actually works
Unless
for me,
you're
so
horrible, in which case they'll
leave
tell
him
you
on
to
the
not.
way in with her gigantic coffee.
Okay.
Cassie, if you want to go to bed, Nora's down here. I should be fine. You seem really fixated on getting to sleep.
Yeah, I think we have a lot to discuss.
Good theory. Again, we're all here. Why can we not just talk in the real world?
You remember little things called doors, right?
Yeah,
They're kind of important to what we've been doing.
Yeah, but we all know our doors. I doubt anyone's going to open up. Unless Kyle is there, which...
All right, forget the doors. I recall Ho-Oh. I recall Suiku.
Fine, go. I
All right.
promise nothing, though.
I'll see you there then.
Nods. We'll see. Like I said, I promise nothing.
I'll see you there
More
then.
coffee.
Goes back.
Goes into her. Noir is playing, takes out phone.
And just so I know, Molly, you just went straight to bed? Is that my understanding?
Yeah, she went in. She didn't really do much. She just went to bed.
So you're playing this piece, and
It's very old, very
is there anything
classical.
very classical, which probably reminds you of Lobel, because Lobel really loves classical music. This would definitely be something he would like.
Which is what prompts the cell phone to come out and start a round of texting.
Can I roll to see how well she's playing piano?
Sure. That would probably be a focus, I think.
Is
Playing a
it
piano.
intuition? Since it's under the arts?
It could be intuition. Sure.
Oh, intuition is non-performance arts mainly.
Okay.
The musicians class actually uses focus or charm.
Mhm.
Oh,
That
okay.
sounds right.
Cool.
Whichever one of those two. Focus or charm.
Focus.
Woo!
Wow, nice.
You are awesome.
Several people actually gather to listen. You know, there's some couches, and people even have some beverages they might have gotten at a nearby bar, and people are applauding with however many pieces you end up playing. People really enjoy it.
Oh,
I don't know if
cool.
you're gonna put out a hat for tips, but you know, nobody's gonna give you any money unless you do that. But go ahead.
Should be surprised and see people clapping and like, you know, Like she'd probably have like a bag like open by the side, and then she'd like see like someone put
Sure.
a coin in, and she'd be like,
I'll say-
oh.
Then with the 21, I'll say that you'll throughout the night you get 2,100 Pokebucks throughout the night. 2,100.
Yeah, she's really surprised about this.
It's a lot of Castelia cones.
That's a lot of Castelia cones.
Yes, I have the few texts I want to send out real quick. First one's to Trenton. Sorry, don't think I'll be able to make family dinner tomorrow. Next weekend, promise. Send. Next one is to her father, Lobel. Any news on Molly's situation? She's had really bad day. Could really use cheer up. Send. pauses, looks at phone, thinks about it for a few moments. Text to Jefferson. Wednesday, I need to go in for getting badge ID and all my final certifications. Want to grab dinner afterward. Send.
Okay, one at a time. Trenton will text you back eventually. I think it's a little late for him though.
Yeah.
But he'll eventually
Hence not
text you.
calling.
He'll eventually text you back, probably not until the next morning, and tell you, okay, that's fine. But he doesn't really say anything other than that. Your dad, again, will not text you until the next morning and say that he will send you an email. And then, so remind me about that the next day. And then Jefferson will say, hey, sure, why not? I could go for some Korean barbecue. Or whatever the version of Korean barbecue is there. So...